In this video, I'm going to be talking about what to do if your lead quality sucks and how to go about troubleshooting it. So this isn't going to be an exhaustive list. It's just going to be two quick pieces of the puzzle when it comes to bad quality leads that I see happen in 90% of accounts when they are struggling with this. So the first thing that I would see, this is typically from people who are managing accounts on their own and they don't really know how Google Ads works, is going to be the search term report. So going to search terms and simply reviewing the search terms that you are showing up for and the ones that are getting not necessarily the most number of impressions or clicks, but the ones that are actually getting the most number of conversions, because oftentimes what you will see is that you may be getting a bunch of clicks and impressions on the right keywords, but when you go in and look at your conversions, you're actually showing up for things that aren't necessarily what you are trying to advertise for. And so when you notice that, that's when you can throw in negative keywords. Super easy to use. Basically, just click on the ones that you wouldn't want to show up for, click add as negative keyword, and click save. In that way, Google will never show your ads to people who are searching those exact searches in the future. So that's probably the quickest, most obvious, easy way to avoid getting those bad quality leads. But the biggest thing that I see that is often overlooked in probably 70 to 80% of accounts is going to be the actual conversion data that you're sending to Google. Pretty much everybody who's running a Google Ads account, it already knows about the search term report, obviously. But the big thing that you are going to want to actually look through is the type of conversions that you are optimizing for in your campaigns, along with the type of campaigns that you're using. So we'll actually jump back out and I'll kind of show you the two different campaign types that most people use, especially when you're trying to generate leads, because this is what Google will typically recommend to you. And so the two different types of campaigns that you're typically seeing for lead gen campaigns is going to be Performance Max and search campaigns. And so the difference between Performance Max and search campaigns is that search obviously just shows on the Google browser. So whenever you search up, let's say veneers, your ads are going to show right up here. Whereas on the Performance Max network, you are likely to show your ads on YouTube. You're going to show them across the display network. Google, when using Performance Max, is going to show your ads to a significant amount more people, and it is a little bit looser in terms of its targeting. And so going back to the goals, if you were targeting certain things such as, for example, click to calls, this is something that I see happen a lot, especially in smaller campaigns that just didn't do a whole lot of high quality conversion tracking off the bat, is that they are tracking the number of times that people click on the phone number on their website, and this doesn't mean anything. Essentially, you're telling Google that anytime it can convince someone to click on the phone number on your website, regardless of how long the call was, regardless of if they're interested in your services, regardless if they can afford your services, that was a high quality conversion. It also doesn't help if you are in the lead gen space and you are optimizing for every conversion, because this basically means someone can come to your site, fill out a form 5 different times, and it gets counted as 5 conversions. Whereas if you mark the count as 1, this will essentially force Google to only count each person that it sends your way as 1 lead. So the first thing that I would do is essentially stop targeting click to call as a conversion action and change it to a conversion action such as call swap or calls from ads, which basically tells Google, hey, when somebody calls us, they have to talk to us for a certain amount of time in order for it to be a valuable conversion. That being said, the amount of time that it should be varies from business to business. Some businesses, within 30 seconds of being on the phone, you can figure out if they're a qualified lead or not. Other businesses, sometimes it takes a couple of minutes. And so you need to determine that based on your business goals and how long you typically talk to new incoming leads. So that's one way to improve the amount of spam that you are seeing come through the call side of things. The next thing is oftentimes people are seeing a lot of spam form submissions. And so what you can see here, you can see that we've technically misconfigured this, but it's because we aren't actually just tracking form submissions through our website. Because essentially what happens when, let's go to one of our clients, let's go to their website. Essentially, when somebody clicks on our ad and they go to the website and they want to contact us, we go book now. They come to our form submission. Essentially, what they are doing is they can go through, fill this out. A lot of times, bots will be able to auto-fill this out as well. One quick fix that you can do is throw in a reCAPTCHA into your form that prevents bots from filling it out, but it doesn't necessarily prevent stupid people from filling it out, or people who are just unqualified for your business from filling it out. And as soon as they click submit, Google considers this a qualified form submission. You don't get any say in the process. What you should actually do is, one, make sure you have a CRM in place. If you don't have a CRM in place, this information will probably be a little bit lost on you, but the CRM is not only helpful for your digital advertising, it's also helpful just seeing metrics inside your business, being able to monitor how your sales and marketing are performing. But all that aside, you can set up these offline conversion actions, which essentially allow you to tell Google when somebody submits a form that is qualified. So instead of, hey, they fill out the information, submit a form, Google's like, hey, I got a great conversion, but it was from a spam site. And so now all these people that are clicking on like advertorials and like clicking on really dumb ads are coming to your site constantly and just like, oh, I just want to fill out this form, and then they completely forget about you. You'd be surprised the amount of times that happens. What we actually do is they submit the form and we don't send Google anything. It goes to our CRM. Then in the CRM, we have a salesperson from the business mark, hey, we reached back out to them and they picked up the phone. They are qualified. We move them to the next stage in the funnel. Then we send that data to Google saying, hey, this person was qualified. That may create a data lag depending on how long your sales cycle is and how busy you are. But regardless, as long as you're following up with these people within the same business day or within 24 hours, one, if you're following up with people longer than that, you need to go revisit your sales cycle, because if you have a very slow response time to leads, they're often going to go to your competitors. And two, once you do respond to these leads and making sure that they are actually qualified, they can't afford your services, or they are actually interested in your services, and you tell Google, hey, this person was actually interested. Now Google, instead of just optimizing for anybody sending a form to you, is now optimizing for leads that are actively qualified, because now it's going to be like, okay, this person, based on this behavior, is likely to convert based on all the other conversions that this Google Ads account has shared with us. So it really is all about the quality of data that you share with Google in order to drive these quality conversions. And you often see a significant decrease in the amount of spam that you have coming through your Google Ads, or really any other digital advertising platform, if you start sending it these high quality data signals. And oftentimes, as you continue to improve your account, you can start optimizing strictly for revenue, and you can start saying, hey Google, these are not only the types of people who are qualified leads, these are the types of people who actually turn into purchasing customers. And that's what appointment booked right here means. This means that they paid for an appointment and they actually came and visited us in the office. And so we can actually start to optimize for these people that actually end up paying us these $15,000 for their full smile makeovers, which is what we are tracking right here. So making sure that we're sending high quality data signals back to Google is the biggest way to prevent spam and to continue to improve your performance and start optimizing for not just leads, but actual revenue. So it is a little bit more complicated of a setup. If that's something you need help with, we'd be more than happy to get you some help with that. But there's also plenty of YouTube videos where if you spend a couple hours, it will walk you through how to set up some of these more advanced back-end conversion tracking techniques. So hope this video helps, and I will see you in the next one.